Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another day of Ball TD on my road to A Omega. Today is day 12 of this journey, and yesterday we finally got the LMG that we were looking for, which I am super glad that we were able to get. That really made us get a ton of progress done, and we're way further into getting a Omega now. I would say that we could technically go on the trading only path now, but I personally don't think that that's a good idea considering that you gotta get lucky and it takes a lot of time to flip stuff because that's really the only thing that you're able to do, like I said in the previous episode. So, I will now change my loadout because now we got a new way to actually win. Sorry, but first let's open some crates because that's gonna be fun and why not. And I'm also buying some extra illegal crates due to my quest over here, which will of course give me some extra quest crates, which is just extra chances to actually get something good. Alright, seems like nothing except for this, which turns out to be a fancy ball. Brilliant. I will... Oh yeah, that's already turned off. I have turned this off because I turned off this for fancy ball because usually you can sell fancy balls for a ton of gems and be able to flip them pretty easily. But besides that, it's really hard to find any other units to flip. Anyway, I will put on Bloxer and LMG instead of having Magician and King Wall. Bloxer because it has the regen coil which gives cash, and LMG because we need a DPS unit. I will show y'all a quick game of how you're actually supposed to go through, or how you're supposed to actually use a loadout like this to win boss rush. It's fairly simple, I would argue. All you gotta do is just place down some people, or just your moneymakers first, I guess. And make sure that your LMG is on rough corners. For example, this, which is the very first corner and does pretty well. The LMG has a pierce to its bullets, which of course would make the corners way better compared to it being over here, for example, which would have angles that would be really rough to get any piercing in. Anywho, I feel like after you get your MG upgraded once or so, you can move on to getting your moneymakers down and just upgrading them. I did my moneymakers first for absolutely no reason. It was just on instinct, and that's usually how I would play whenever I'm doing solo and on a main account. But the Santa Ball gives money, of course, through its presence whenever you make it drop down. My bad, whenever you use its ability, its presence that drop down have a chance to give you cash. The Bloxer I already went over, and GMK, his main purpose is of course to give you money, so that's pretty self-explanatory. And all you really have to do is upgrade your moneymakers a little bit. I would recommend getting your moneymakers like somewhat upgraded. I would say that probably whenever your Bloxer is getting you 750 um 750 cash, I guess you would say, I would recommend that that's a good time to stop. Or, of course, if the units or the enemies are starting to leak through, which of course is happening. I did, of course, underestimate or misread when the enemies would actually start to become a big problem, but it's of course still completely fine considering Party Man's boost, which what I did use as like a last resort, I guess you could say, or if in the chance that they start to get through, then I can use Party Man to deal with them as an extra helper, which of course seemed to I do completely fine. But I would probably recommend getting your Party Man down sooner than what I did. Of course, you can experiment with how long, what timing, and just the overall pacing of how you lay down your units and how you upgrade them. But of course, it's all up to you, and you can take my advice if you want. I should probably stop auto skipping at this point, considering that we're about to get to the tough units or the tough enemies, which actually have a ton of health and could be really hard to deal with if you're not being careful. So that comes at around wave 10 as just a reminder. And at around wave 10, it's of course a good idea to get your LMG upgraded pretty well, or get it close to around this upgrade, which of course is the strongest without you having to put in a ton of extra cash for a little extra damage. Otherwise, it's just the best deal for your buck, because it upgrades to 10,000 damage, and of course, the extra upgrade is good, but since you have two, it costs a lot of cash, so I would get both of your LMGs upgraded fairly high, or probably just upgrade them in sync so that you're able to keep both of them at a steady pacing and getting the most bang for your buck, which of course is kind of set into a sorta the best upgrades or the best yes, the best upgrades are at the beginning and then they slowly become worse, but of course better. But if you do all that, of course I'm sorry because I know that that was really hard to listen to and just super confusing, but I will of course put on a time lapse now. So sorry for today's video. I already know that's gonna be pretty bad, but it's of course I'm still trying to learn and I will definitely try my best to improve the quality of these videos. So see y'all in a bit.
I don't wanna be without you. I don't wanna be. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna be without you. I don't wanna be. I don't wanna be.
Alright, so just as a real quick update, I gotta go eat real quick, so I will put myself in the AFK area and I will see y'all in a bit. Alright, I am back, and it has been a decent bit. I think that's 20 minutes, so that's coming up at around, yeah, around 50 minutes. So I guess I will unfortunately probably end the video here after a quick trading session, just checking out what's in the market, what I can do, or if there is anything I could do, and that sort of just. Okay, so this market seems to be pretty. I am going to take that because this is this unit is a piercer, of course, and it's only obtainable in the baller crate, which is no longer here, and up to my knowledge will never come back. Therefore, forever this is forever exclusive, which also means that it could potentially go up in value. But other than that, I feel there's little to anything else I could do. Yeah, probably nothing, and I'm not trying to r- run on this video for any longer, so I will end it here. I'm dead. Never mind, nope, it isn't. Okay, so for the end of today's summary, it was mainly just a progression day, just getting a couple matches in and just getting, yes, just doing a couple matches and doing the daily quest that I had. So nothing added except for probably a couple crates and some extra gems and coins, and we bought a non-reinforged piercer, which I feel is really hard to come by sometimes. So, other than that, have a great day, everyone. Hope y'all had a great day too, or night, depending on what time it is for y'all. Either way, I'm really sorry about the video and how low quality and how bad it is, but I can't really change that right now. Alright, other than that, have a great day, and I think that's it. Goodbye, everyone.